drop it.
Yo, what is up guys? It's ELiTESHOT here, aka Sean, bringing you guys another Let's Be Honest video. Before I start this, I want to say that a few days ago, I got my wisdom teeth removed, so I'm sorry if I sound a bit different or act a bit different, because I'm in a bit of pain and it can be tough to say certain things and talk, but I'll do my best. In today's video, I'm going to talk about rushing or rushers, that playstyle in Call of Duty that some players use, and that playstyle you see pretty often. In Call of Duty, you always hear people talk about rushing and say that they're going to rush this game or that this class is dedicated for rushing. And what is rushing? What is a rusher? For everyone unfamiliar, a rusher is a way to play the game where you are constantly running around the map. You're never stopping, you're never camping, you're constantly moving, getting kills, and you're just moving around a lot. Rushing is a good technique to use if you want to get a lot of kills quickly, but at the same time, it's also very risky. The more you rush and the more you're running around the map, the greater chance you have to die and get killed. When you're rushing, you are less aware of your surroundings. You're not realizing what's going around you as much as you were if you were not rushing, because you can't see as much. If you're rushing around the map, you're trying to find as many people as you can, and you're trying to get as many kills as quickly as possible. I tend to rush a lot, but sometimes when I rush, I don't always do that great. Like I said before, rushing is a good thing to do when you're trying to get a lot of kills quickly, or if you're trying to get a high scoring gameplay. The faster you are and the more kills you can get, the better you will do. If you're rushing around and you're dying, that's not going to be any better. If you find yourself dying every time you rush, you have to slow down your pace. You don't want to be rushing 24/7 in a game because it's not good. If you're dying and not doing that well while rushing, you shouldn't be doing it. Sometimes when I start dying or doing bad, I start to rush because I want to kill the person that killed me. I want to get kills quickly, and I want to make up for my losses. I want to make up for my deaths, so I rush back out there and I die again. And if I get in this process of dying, rushing and dying, you'll only do worse. So you can't always rush, and you sometimes have to slow down your pace and realize what you're doing. If you think you're dying because of rushing, stop rushing. Play a little more defensive. And now when I say play defensive, I don't mean camp, but what I mean is get a few kills in a certain area and then move on. Get a few kills in this area and move on. Don't stay in the same area too much because the enemies will catch on and they will kill you. Numerous times when I play Call of Duty, a camper will kill me and I go back to where he was camping and he's still sitting in the same spot. That's the biggest mistake that new players make or campers make, is that they stay in the same spot. If you want to be a camper, you might as well move to different areas. In my book, this doesn't mean camping, that just means playing tactically. If you get a certain amount of kills in a certain area, move to a different area. You never want to stay in the same spot for too long because it's not good. Now, when it comes to rushing, it kind of means the same thing. When you rush, you kind of want to rush around a certain area, but you don't want to stay in the area too long because, again, enemies will catch on and kill you. You want to rush to different parts of the map while continuing to move. Rushing is a good technique used by experienced players because they can move quickly, getting kills quickly, staying on target, and staying alive. For new players, it can be pretty tough to rush and get kills because they're not as experienced. It takes experience, it takes knowledge, it takes skill to rush and get kills. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. Even though I've been playing Call of Duty for several years, I still sometimes have a tough time rushing. It depends the team I'm facing. It depends the map you're playing on. If you're playing against an experienced team, you might have a tougher time rushing, but if you're playing against a newbie team, it's a lot easier to rush. Also, the map. Depending on the map you're playing on, for example, if you're playing in MW3 and you're playing on the map Dome, we all know the small map Dome, that's a great map to rush on. The smaller the map is, the easier it is to rush. The bigger the map is, the harder it is to rush, because on bigger maps, people tend to play a lot more defensive. People camp, people stay on ledges. They don't really move that much because why would they? If there's players rushing to them, there's no reason for them to rush. So on bigger maps, really try your best to play tactically, play smart, and rush to different areas without rushing too much. Those are just a few tips. That's what I recommend, and that's what I think about rushing. You guys can comment below saying what you think about rushers or what you think about rushing in general. Personally, I rush knowing when I can. I don't rush against experienced players or on bigger maps because it's not that smart. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, like always, please give it a big thumbs up. And as always say, guys, it's ELiTESHOT here, aka Sean, your friendly COD fanboy. I'm signing out. Peace.